Reverend Kathy Kiuna is the visionary of the Daughters of Zion Ministry, an offshoot of Jubilee Christian Church that ministers to the women. She is married to Bishop Alan Kiuna, the visionary and the general overseer of Jubilee Christian Church. Through the years, God has tremendously used her to minister to the women from all walks of life, with manifestations of barren wombs opening up, countless number of women's lives healed, transformed, and marriages restored. This is a fulfillment of the vision of the Daughters of Zion Ministry, which is raising the standard among women, derived from Isaiah 62:10-12. The Daughters of Zion Ladies Meeting takes place every last Saturday of the month. Reverend Kathy Kiuna is also a prolific author with more than 5 books to her name. She is a recording gospel artist and a TV show host of the signature program Woman Without Limits.
Hello there. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Reverend Kathy Kiuna. What a delight to have you here. I tell you, it's been so amazing. Woman Without Limits. The kind of stories we've been bringing over all the time, 24/7, 365 days, has been absolutely amazing. You don't want to miss this. And guess what? On this channel, you can find amazing stuff also. You can find my music. You can find my messages. You can find so many goodies. You want to be here and you want to invite. Now, remember to subscribe, okay? Like, comment, okay? So remember also to invite all of your friends and share. This is it. Tonight or morning or afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching us, we are going, for us it's night. That's why we have a fireplace, as you can see. We are enjoying a fireplace, even as we just discussed this. This is such an amazing story that I believe is going to alter your destiny forever. I knew this man as a young man many years ago, and he just happened to, come to Jubilee Christian Church, where my husband and I pastor, our Bishop Alan Kiuna, and I'm his wife, Reverend Kathy Kiuna, where we pastor. He came in and we mentored him, raised him up as a young guy. And then he took off and went to America, of course, with our blessings. We released him, a very, very sharp guy, and went to Tuskegee to go into university there and, just proceed and progress with education. But guess what? He has an amazing story. His name is Pastor Peter, and I want us to just welcome him. And guess what? I wanted to preempt a little of his story just quickly so that we can get to the gist of the matter. Pastor Peter.
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
You did not go to America as Pastor Peter.
I didn't.
You went as a young boy.
As a young boy,
Yeah.
college,
Yeah.
energetic. I'm still energetic though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So maybe you can start from there. So you got to America, 17 years ago now?
Yes, 2005 actually. That's when I went to do my master's at Tuskegee.
Right.
Yeah, black HBCU. Well-known HBCU, historically black college.
Yes. And it started off very difficult because I remember you calling me and telling me you want to come back.
Yes. America was quite surprising for me because having been brought up in JCC, I got a culture shock. So that's why I called you.
Yeah.
It was,
Mom, I can't fit here. I can't fit. Everything is crazy. They are English. I can't even hear what they are saying. I have to keep pardon.
Yes, and it's in Alabama, so it was a little...
The South...
The South English, the black South English, it was a little tough for me.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Even we struggle. I mean, everybody struggles with that English. Even the Americans themselves.
Some, if you're from New York, you struggle to listen. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So it was a culture shock.
It was a culture shock. Also, the relational aspect. Kenyans, we are more family.
Yeah.
There you find yourself.
Mind your business. Mind
Exactly.
your business.
Yes.
And you can't just walk into a house and have a cup of tea.
And have a cup of tea.
Like we are used to back in Kenya.
Yes.
Where you can just pop in and say, I was passing by.
Yes.
And I just decided to pop by. And you have a beautiful time, have tea with cakes and whatever is available.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that in there. But when I called you, you told me, actually literally told me, just go pray, create an atmosphere, and invite people. And guess what I did? In the university, I started prayer. And people started showing up.
So you just started to invite one by one?
Yes.
The young university students?
The young university students, some I just met, actually one I met in church.
Right.
Then I met two others, and we started to pray.
So they would like your prayer. Tell me about that.
At first, they thought it was so long.
Like,
But-
what's so long?
Like, because we would pray at night.
Like for how long?
Like for 5 hours.
Okay, that's long for a beginner.
But we would pray, they would be like, sleep, wake up. But they were committed.
Okay, while they are sleeping, are you encouraged?
Yeah, I will wake them up. Come on, let's pray.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Right.
But we'll pray, but everybody that came, their life changed. Yeah. So I started to pray, and we prayed for a year, and the group increased.
Wow.
Yes.
So at first they were mesmerized, shocked, wondering, okay, what in the world, especially like a 5-hour prayer meeting.
Yes.
People who are, some of them, were they born again?
Some were passing by, going to the club, but they ended up staying in prayer. Yeah, and some were saved, some were, just halfway living for God. But it worked out. They started loving God. Some came and left, some stayed.
Right.
Yeah, and some called us, we are a cult because we prayed for too long.
Wow.
Yes.
Something they had never seen.
Something they had never seen.
The ones who caught on the fire, did they continue with the fire?
Yes, to this day, they're part of the church member in
Can
Atlanta.
you imagine? So they
Yes.
started growing, inviting others to come.
Exactly.
Did you find those ones who were standing and just staring at you and wondering, okay, what in the world?
If I was to tell you the stories of the play, we'd be here the whole night. I'm telling you, some will come just to check us out. What are these people? Who's this African I've heard about?
Yeah.
And some will call us a cult because part-time I will know when you like Kenyan meat. So once in a while I'll go to the farm, because Tuskegee is a farm.
Right.
And I'll slaughter a goat for myself.
Right.
But some others that I slaughter a goat, and they thought we are a cult. Because, people are not used to slaughtering goats. I need my Christmas meat.
Like not only are they praying for 10 hours, they are also killing.
Yes.
These are impossible humans.
Yes. But when they start coming and they
Wow.
tasted the goat meat,
Right.
oh my goodness.
They started liking
Oh,
it.
they started liking it.
Yeah.
But eventually, everybody, we created the atmosphere, and they stayed.
Wow.
And
So
they
you
stayed.
continue to build it.
We
You continued
continued
to just
yes,
build it, to
yes.
continue to invite them. Were you talking to them? Were you telling them what prayer is all about?
Yes,
were
we
you
were
teaching?
talking. We were
Yeah.
talking. We were doing a Bible. We'll pray. We'll do Bible study. We'll pray, do Bible study. Later, we start going for retreats. Like we'll go to a conference in Dallas. We'll
Right.
go to the beach as students. Yeah, we just became this big, wonderful family.
Like one big family.
Yes.
Were you telling them stories about Kenya?
Oh yes, I was telling them about Kenya.
And the goat eating.
And the goat eating, and then they'll come and taste the goat and
Yeah.
love the goat, the animals. And eventually, have you known, once you invited us, a lot of them have come.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've gone for
to
safari.
Kenya.
Yes.
And they've seen.
Yes.
And gone for safari and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the midst of all this, of the I don't want to call them shenanigans. But in the midst of the likes, the dislikes, the name calling, like this is a cult and all that, now you got founded. You
Yes,
got
we
proper
got founded.
foundation, and you continued building.
Yeah, we build in the word, in prayer, in walk with God. A lot of them, you'll see somebody come with literally high. Some were high.
On drugs?
Oh,
Or
yes,
alcohol?
drugs.
All?
All. I have people who had already started the smoking club. who came and got saved and left their club.
In the university?
Yes, they had a smoking club.
Right.
Yeah, I had some who were literally barmaids. Had a
Wow.
promiscuous life.
Yeah.
They came, they got saved. Some were going to prison. We prayed. Some were sick. We prayed. They were healed. So it was amazing. Some their family members were sick, and during prayer they got healed.
So God was turning around their lives.
Yes.
In spite of everything.
In spite of everything.
What?
And that's the love of God.
Gangsters and
Yes,
thugs
gangsters.
and
I mean,
drunkards and-
some I'll get scared when they came. I'll be praying. I'm like, today, but God is merciful. Yeah.
He would turn their lives around.
Yes.
Wow. Pastor Peter, that is so amazing.
Yeah.
So all this time you're Peter. You're not
All
Pastor
this-
Peter.
I'm
You are
not
just
Pastor
Peter.
Peter, I'm just
Right.
Peter Kanyi and single at that time.
Yes.
And as I'm praying, it's good to pray and watch.
It's
So-
good. So you are praying with your eyes open.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my next question. So now, one time you're praying, and there's this person in the congregation.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And she's also doing her master's. And I'm praying, and there's
There's
that
a pull. There's a
unction.
pull.
There's a pull.
There's a feeling.
And the
there's
more
a,
I pray, that feeling gets stronger.
Yeah.
So eventually I had to approach her. And
you got the guts.
yeah, but I think she was having the same thing because she wrote me an email before I got the guts telling me I should not ever fall for her because she's hurt a lot of people.
She did not.
Yes.
What are you saying?
Yes, she wrote me an email
And said, don't
you
even.
ever fall for me because I'll hurt you badly.
I'm a hatter.
Yeah,
I hurt
and
people.
the reason why
What?
is because she was the hot thing in the university.
So everybody
Because
liked
she
her.
had the biggest car.
My goodness, this girl was a model.
So, but she
With
loved
hair,
God.
with hair that was endless.
Yes.
She took some of ours. You forgive her.
But she
Right.
loved God and she was respected for that. Yeah.
So she warned you,
Yeah.
don't fall in love with me.
Yeah.
I hurt people.
Yeah.
But you went ahead and fell in
I
love.
went and tell her, I feel like God is leading me towards you. So pray about it. I wanna date
African
you.
boy.
African
Don't
boy.
play with
But
her.
that time we didn't know much, so I say, I'm just gonna marry you. I
Right.
told her that.
You said to her,
Yeah, I told her, you know what, I'll marry you eventually.
like you just keep
She
saying
looked
you
at me
hurt
and
people.
thought,
I'll
this
marry you."
African crazy man. the next day she didn't come to prayer. And then later she came and said, God told her, you better go.
So she came back
Yes.
after a while.
Yeah.
Did you pursue
No, she came back after a while. God has been dealing with her.
that this is a man?
Yeah.
Wow. So you now asked her and she came and told you, yes, God dealt with her heart and now it's okay.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's okay. And I remember coming and told Bishop, I'm trying to date this girl. Said I'll come meet her. And Bishop came.
Yeah.
And loved her. And
Totally.
and even paid the ticket for the mom to come for a conference here. Yeah.
Wow. Don't you have the most amazing bishop though?
Yes. Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
So fell in love with her and told you, yes, this is it. So you went ahead.
So yeah, we started to date. It was a little hard for me because Americans love going out to eat. But I think there's somebody who actually taught me. There's a white lady who actually told me, you need to do this. You need to dress up. Because I'm like, why should I dress up?
Yeah.
To go out and eat, to
And
come back.
eat.
Yes.
Yeah. Then come back and remove for what?
Yes. But I had to do all that. Those are the culture things. You have to do sacrifice on both ends.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would dress up and now take her. So you would sacrifice.
Yes, I would
to
sacrifice.
take her out for dinner.
Exactly. And she sacrificed and started learning how to cook African food. And we started to date. And I remember we had that's a long story, but very miraculous wedding where everything was paid for. We didn't have the money. We were
God
still
just
students.
kept coming through.
Yes.
Coming through with every need you
With
had.
every need.
You can't pray like that and miss it.
Yeah.
Come on. You raise them all up in prayer. God is going to provide.
Yeah,
He's amazing. So he provided everything.
Everything. Honeymoon, it's literally, we looked at a house online, went to Florida, tried to call the same person to pay told us to go to the bank with this account number. The bank said there's no such a number, no such a phone. Ended up staying there for free. She tell us leave the check there. She never cashed the check.
You stayed for free.
For free.
Talk about angels.
Yes.
What?
I tried to call the number again. It was never there.
So it was just God saying, just enjoy your honeymoon and go back. What
And
is
go
it?
back.
What are you trying?
But as soon as we came back,
Hold on.
life began.
Hold on before coming back.
Okay.
Hold on before coming back. Because I want... Hold on about before coming back. Were the university students who all wanted her shocked that it's an African boy who
some
got her?
never even talked to me. Some never, they were close like this with her, never came for the wedding. And literally told her, I'm not happy. It's him you're marrying.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Like they were
I
outright
even know them
jealous.
by name.
Right.
Yes.
They got jealous
They
because
got
I mean she was
jealous.
such a supermodel,
Yes.
and then it's everybody in the university wants her, and then this African boy who cannot even hear what they are saying is the one that gets her.
Yeah, come and
How
just
can
say
they like
God
you?
has said.
Even I wouldn't like you. How can they like you? So fast forward now, you've gone for honeymoon. It's basically free.
Yes.
Then you're back.
Then you're back. And then life hits. All of a sudden, I start to feel sick. And all of a sudden, she start to feel sick.
What are you saying?
Yes. And we noticed she's gaining weight, but it's not
Normal.
normal. Her feet are becoming larger. We start to exercise, it's not working. We didn't have insurance the first few months. So we waited until we get insurance. Going to the hospital, they tell her, no, you have enlarged heart.
Jesus.
Yes.
So after the honeymoon,
After
before
the
you've even
honeymoon.
started enjoying this marriage, she gets ill. You also get ill.
Remember, she used to run trucks, so even the doctors are asking her, this
How?
is not a sickness for young people. How did you get this?
And she also has no answers.
She has no answer.
Because I remember myself talking to her, and this is what she said. She said that, she's used to exercising, and so she's used to, doing hard work and walking and running and all that. And so she would tell me that she always gave an excuse that maybe I overdid, maybe the reason I'm feeling tired is because.
Yeah.
You know the way you always give an excuse that maybe you're feeling this because of that. And so she was always looking for an excuse because she couldn't imagine that there was anything bigger.
Yes.
So was it a shock when she was told it's her heart?
All of us were shocked. She was very shocked. The doctors were shocked because she looks energetic. So what is this?
So when it started, did she now, what happened after
So
that? Like, would she get
so we had to
well?
go to the hospital. They had to, because when you have a hole in the heart and your heart is not pumping blood well, you start retaining water. Wow. So they had to get excessive water over her body and stayed in the hospital for a couple of days and give her medicine to help. And we went back, it helped little by little, but they told her you can never get pregnant because your heart.
Are you asking questions? Are you asking yourself questions? Are you questioning God?
Oh yes, it's normal for any person. I mean, what did we do wrong? What did we do wrong? We just came from honeymoon. I mean, everything seemed perfect. And then this hits you.
So they said you can never get a child.
You can never get a child. So she was in contraceptives for that because we were so cautious
Not to get pregnant.
not to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But God,
What happened?
she got pregnant.
While taking precaution.
While taking precaution and enjoying life with me.
Wow. Wow. Look at God. So they said, don't even dare. So she was doing everything she could to not dare.
Yes.
So not dare get pregnant.
I mean, we were counting. Have you ever counted? We were counting. We were not joking.
And then taking contraceptives.
Yeah, at the same time.
Can you believe that? And then she still got pregnant.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Then tell me now, what happened after that?
The doctors, oh my goodness, sat us down and told us, you have to, the word is terminate.
Now.
Now.
Yeah.
You are not going to make it 3 months
Into pregnancy. You better terminate.
Your heart is not in a place to carry this baby. You can't terminate the pregnancy.
I recently wrote my latest book, Let Me Go, Breaking the Shackles of Insecurity. If there is anything that's plaguing lives today, it is insecurity. It has robbed people of destinies. It has robbed people of their marriages, relationships, because you cannot relate if you are an insecure person. People lose their jobs because of insecurity, lose their families, lose their businesses because of insecurity, and it has plagued many. If you get up to the level of leadership and you're insecure, that's a taboo. Woe unto the people that you're leading, because they're going to fall into serious traps just because of the spirit of insecurity. I believe with all of my heart that this is a book that everybody needs to get a hold of, because it's going to help you know how to be single and okay, how to be married and okay, how to relate with your boss and okay, how to do life and be okay. Because I tell you the truth, if you are not okay and if you're insecure, everything around you will be falling apart. And there are so many people that are asking themselves, why do I miss it? Why do my relationships always fail? Why do I always miss the mark? What am I going to do? Let me tell you, insecurity is a demonic agenda. And if you read this book, you realize it plagued many even in the Word of God. You go to somebody like Saul, he was so full of insecurity. You go to somebody like Gideon, he was so insecure. You go to many people in the Bible that were absolutely insecure, and you see yourself in it. And let me tell you, as a woman, if you're insecure, your relationships are not going to work. They are just going to be one hustle after another, and you'll think something is wrong with you. But there's nothing wrong with you. You just need to deal with insecurity. As a man, you're going to be missing the mark all the time, losing on business all the time. Why? Because of insecurity. Get to know how to get rid of insecurity forever. Get a hold of this book. Now you are say contradicted maybe in your mind, in your heart, because you are taking every precaution not to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But God gave you the baby.
Yes.
So now here you are, I don't know what even to call it.
Contradiction.
Yes. You know, because here the doctor saying this, God has given you the child in spite of you trying not to get the child.
Yes.
So here is the child, and then they're telling you now it's time to remove. But you're thinking, wait a minute.
And God keep telling us, no, you're going to have the baby.
Wow.
And confirmed it with you, with Dad, with Mom Teresia. We're going to have the baby.
Right.
Yes.
So you went on with God.
We went on with God.
Right.
And I remember one day she was just going for checkup. And the doctor was like, this baby, you're dilated. What she didn't know is one of her friends was just massaging her feet. What she didn't know is feet massage help with contraction.
Contraction.
Yeah.
So you actually, pregnant people should never massage their feet.
Yeah, unless you want to.
Yeah, I think, by the way, that is something that really needs to be taught, because I don't think a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
But that a pregnant woman should never massage their feet. It's very dangerous. Yeah.
The friend will massage it was one weekend.
Yeah.
Monday we go to the doctor, and she's dilated, and the doctor says, I can touch the head. We can deliver this baby, but that's 32 weeks into it.
Right.
It's been a tough ride, yes, but we made it. We're just holding on to
You're now
faith.
32 weeks.
Yes, you're now
Come on,
32
somebody.
weeks. Because for all the doctors have sat her down and say, you're going to die.
3 months, it's over.
Literally, they told me, prepare two caskets for your wife and your child. Prepare.
What was going through your mind at that time?
I walked out of there crying. I was a little mad. I was like, God.
How?
You know, I know we know faith, but when you are surrounded with those voices,
they are huge.
They are huge.
They are huge. And you're trying to obey God, you're trying to hear God, but then the enemy, and you know the enemy is good at that, with especially words and throwing confusion and fear and all that.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So, fast forward, she gives birth.
32. She has to give birth. They had doctors want to do you call it cesarean?
Yeah.
But the child doctor says, I can touch the head.
Wow.
So they all got to agree, okay, let's take her to ER.
Yeah.
And do it there just in case. And we went there, and it's good if you're in the medical field to be encouraging.
Right.
I found one of the most encouraging people. This guy was a nurse, and he told me, listen, I've been through this. Your wife will be fine. You're going to cut the cord, and your child will be fine.
Come on,
Don't listen
somebody.
to these people. Yeah, I mean, this guy was sent by God for
To
me.
encourage
He said,
you.
me stand here.
To wipe all the tears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're busy there trying to look at the numbers, is the oxygen going down? Like,
Yeah.
Don't forget all that.
Yeah.
You're gonna, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
Because that's actually scary.
Yes.
When they tell you prepare 2 caskets.
Yes.
And here it's oh my no.
And you know, in the
devil
hospital,
is a liar.
those sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Been there, done that. I know. When all you're hearing is yeah.
Yeah, that is not all you're carrying now is the numbers. You're starting to count. You're going in there and said, he told me, forget about
He
that.
came and told you,
Leave
this
it.
alone.
Watch, your boy is coming.
Right.
And sure enough,
Your boy
she delivered.
Naturally.
Yes.
See this God. With the heart that they had said, can only carry 3 months.
Yeah,
And after that, you
they
must-
had doctors literally told her, next time you want to get a baby, please warn us.
Leave this God
Because
alone.
they
He's
could
too
not
powerful.
believe
Yeah.
that she was able to even deliver that baby.
And she delivered without
Yes.
C-section.
Yes.
This God, he is to be revered. This God is to be lived for.
Amazing.
This God is to be bowed down
Amen.
to. Hey, who can do like our God? Eh?
Hallelujah.
So she gave birth.
She gave birth.
So now you got your baby. Did you cut the umbilical cord?
Yes, I did.
Come on, somebody.
Yes, I did.
Right.
That's one of the moments I'll always cherish in my life.
Then
I
you
saw
held
the miracle just happen.
right in front
Right
of your
in front of
eyes.
my eyes, yeah.
Come and see. Come and see. Eh? What the Lord has done.
Hallelujah.
Wow. That's awesome. So tell me now. Then the baby started to grow. Of course, she's taking care of the child and all
Yes.
that. So started to grow well.
The baby grew well. She's loved the baby, a year old.
I remember you came to Kenya when the baby was 1 year old.
Yes,
In fact, when he was months old.
Yes,
you
we
started.
came.
You first came when he was months
Months
old.
old, and then we came again. When
And then
he's-
came again when he was a year and something.
Yeah.
And then, oh, it was so beautiful. But I think that's just the most handsome boy on the face of the earth.
we thank
What?
God.
What? He is too handsome.
Yeah.
You know, with eyes that just speak. You know, his eyes
is
just
grown.
speak with eyelashes that every woman needs. The eyelashes we fix.
That's it.
He has them for free. That boy.
Everybody
Hey,
says that.
Banaya. Yes, yeah, I know. The eyelashes we fix. He has them for free.
Yes.
We forgive him. So Oh my gosh. So tell me now, the turnaround.
The turnaround is one day she comes. She has gone for a trip and then she comes back, and I'm seeing she's looking a little bluish. So we take her to the hospital, and she tells me, better be strong for me now.
She said that. Meanwhile, the child is how old?
1 year and 7 months. Yeah,
Yeah, so almost 2.
almost 2.
Right.
This is December of 2012, yeah.
Yeah, so you start seeing she's pale.
Yeah.
And she came from work.
She came from work.
So you're like, what in the world?
Yeah, so we rushed her to the hospital.
Right.
She said, let me use the bathroom. She used the bathroom. She walks in the ER. She just walks in, sits down, and they check her oxygen. And everybody in the ER start to run.
They freeze.
They freeze.
They
say,
cannot
"How
believe."
have you come in here? Because our oxygen was 60.
Wow. Wow. 60.
Yes. How did you walk in here? And they put all the cords in quickly. The next day they flew her to a bigger hospital. And that's where things just started. That week things just started going down. Yeah.
Wow.
And they had to, they said.
So
"No,
you're praying, you've
I
called
am
your
praying,
team.
I've called my team.
You are calling on God. I remember we were some in Australia. Where were we? Because we were not in America.
You guys were here.
Were we in Australia? I think we had traveled somewhere because we were in Scotland.
Oh,
You called us when we were in Scotland. I
Yes.
remember. Yeah.
and I said, pray. Because the way doctors are saying, they had to put her now, they had to put her, feed her via tube, oxygen her through a tube. Says her heart is completely failing.
They said,
Yes.
wow.
And I'm praying.
And your faith is up there.
Yeah.
And you're
You're not
believing
telling
God
me
she can go
anything.
nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've seen God perform miracles on her before.
All
So
the
even
time.
now, he's going to turn it around.
Yes.
Right.
And that's a contradiction of faith sometimes.
Yeah.
Because with loved ones, you can really just stick like this and you're not hearing nothing else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Because what else can
What
you
can
even
else
hear?
can you hear? Yeah.
Yeah. You just know it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to be fine.
And I remember I was in the bathroom crying to God in the hospital, crying. And I noticed I'm getting angry.
At God or
Yeah.
yourself or
At God.
At God.
That was my turnaround because it hit me. If she ever, because notice you're hearing doctors and the way doctors are telling you, you run to the bathroom to pray. You have nothing, every time you go there,
They're
go
telling
pray.
you it's failing, the heart is
Yeah.
failing, it's failing.
Yeah, and every time I pray, I come there, things get worse. So I go back and I notice I'm getting hungry. And that's why it hit me. God gave me this girl. How can I love her more than the God that gave me the love? And I know I love her. And it is hard. But now I'm getting offended with the honor. Because I could feel myself getting so mad with God. How can he do this to me? I have a boy who's young. He needs the mother. And that time you can't blame anybody else but God.
Yes.
And especially...
And you and him
Yes.
are close. Like, God, I'm your friend.
Yes.
I even met this girl during prayer. It's not like I was loitering somewhere and I was in prayer. You know that I found her in prayer. And you told me she's the one. Now, God, what's going on? So you're like, whatever you need to do, do it quick. Let her be
Yeah,
strong.
heal her. And then I go back, and then they say, now we have to put a hole because our lungs is full of water. And they're telling me how that process is painful. To removing, get a hole on her side and get all the water off her lungs. And I'm like, Lord, she is suffering. I'm there with the mother. We were like this. We were praying. She's also we are praying. And I'm like, Lord, please.
Yeah.
Lord, please
Yeah.
deliver me.
Yes.
But
Yes.
one point hit me. But not at the expense of losing you. Because I could feel myself getting so far offended with God. So that became my battle.
Right. Like God. I don't want to, I can't let go. She's mine.
She's mine,
And she's yours too.
Yes.
And yeah. Wow.
But I cried. I mean, I told everybody. We were praying.
You, in your Noah, deep down, did you believe that she was going to rise up from that?
I believed. I believed. It was so funny that from the beginning I was so persuaded. And the more I noticed the pain she's going through, the more I was sympathetic. At one point, we tried to tell the doctors to remove the oxygen, the tube, so that she can talk.
Yeah.
And
because she was struggling to talk.
And she just did this.
Like, no.
So we say, what is it? And then the mother asked, is it about Jesus?
She pointed towards heaven.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, me, I just shouted, tell her we need you back. Tell him we need you back.
You told her. You told her.
Tell her
Talk
you
to him.
here.
Tell him we need you.
Back. And she went quiet. She didn't say anything.
What?
Yeah.
She just pointed up.
Mm-hmm.
The mother said, is it Jesus?
Yes,
She said, yes. You said, tell him we need you.
Yeah. I
And
didn't
she
want to hear
never said
nothing else.
Right.
Yeah.
And she never said a word.
And she never said a word.
And that was it.
Yeah. That was it.
And she left.
So I don't know, they say most people when they leave the loved ones, they die when the loved ones are not there.
Yeah. That you must come out of the room somehow.
I went to shower. When I came back, all I know is I found one of our friends with my son, and I looked at her face and I knew she was gone.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember walking there singing, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases."
You sang that.
Yes. Because all I needed was a song. I could not get my mind to overtake me. I had to say something completely different to get the strength to keep walking to that room.
So you walk in and you find her.
Yeah, fine, she's gone. So I started thinking maybe I can raise her.
Talk to us now.
There's something called, I think they call it you're mourning before you're really mourning. I think I was in denial.
There's, there are stages of grief.
Yes.
So there's the anger, there's the denial, there's the, negotiation.
Yeah.
You start to negotiate, like.
Yes, and I think I was in that.
Maybe I can raise her. Maybe I can raise her. So you started to negotiate.
Yeah, and I started to negotiate. I tried to pray over there. She was gone. She was gone.
So you tried.
Yes. And I remember the greatest thing for me was surrounded with church family. I will never forget. It is so important to have people
That can surround you.
that can surround you. The church family. You, dad, the twin family, my church family, they were there. But I had a prophecy, 2010, that somebody sent me in right then.
Right.
That reminded me, because that person told me, you're going to go through a storm, not 2010, not 2011. Young man, I'm telling you. But you're going through a storm. And when you go through that storm, keep your mind. That's what he told me.
Keep your mind.
Keep your mind. Don't ask yourself, where did you go wrong? What did you... I just started asking myself those questions.
Where did you go wrong? Then you remember the prophecy.
Then I was sent the prophecy. I'd forgotten the prophecy.
Somebody sent it to you
Yes, or
to
not?
remind you,
Yes.
not to blame yourself for all that.
Yes.
Jesus.
I mean, when I say that prophet, this day I'm scared when I say his name, because he was right on my mind at that time. Everything I was thinking, Lord, where did I go wrong? I thought I did everything right. I thought I cared right.
I loved right. I chose right. I prayed right. I waited right. Whatever I did was right. So you stopped asking the questions because a prophet had been sent to you
Yes.
to let you know that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to be in pain. You didn't know what kind, but here it was.
Yeah. But you know, Mom, before she died, she had raised girls. She had raised girls, other students. And there was one, this particular one. She used to be like, we call it work study.
Right.
She will work for her.
Yeah.
And she loved her so much that when this lady will do something that as a man of God, I will rebuke her.
Yeah.
She will tell me, please don't rebuke her because I'm seeing you rebuking myself. She will love her.
Wait. What?
Yes.
When you rebuked her, she would say, don't rebuke her because I feel like it's me
Me
you're rebuking. What are you saying?
Yeah, she will love her. They like the same time. She will teach her how to cook Kenyan food. As a matter of fact, because this student was a nurse, she will even tell her her conditions. So she will tell her, she will talk to her. Then
Right. About what she's going through.
And they will go jogging together. They will go walking together. They were just close.
And she would open up to this student and tell her everything about
so much
her.
that even the student's parent will come to her house. And the mother for the student will tell her, I feel like you're the big sister she didn't have.
What?
And Chacha's mama, my late wife, will tell the student that you're the small sister.
That Chacha didn't have.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, listen, you're about to hear a story that will totally dumbfound you. You will know that there is a God in heaven. We'll be right back. So listen, now we have the person that Chacha was raising. Her name was Chacha. So, Jordan.
Yes.
She was raising you.
Yes, we were actually very close. She was like my big sister. Wherever she went, I was going, I felt like I was that special one that had to be close. So we would walk together, like Pastor Peter was saying. We would cook together. And one morning, as a student, when you can find a home-cooked meal, you're running to that house.
Right.
So I went over for breakfast. And so she's cooking, and she's telling me how to make all these things. And she stops. She goes, I had a dream about you last night.
Without limits.